Hey everybody, it's Captain here for you for the My Hero Academia manga chapter reaction slash review. This is gonna be My Hero Academia manga chapter 300 and my phone turned off, but it's 331. It was a little bit now, it just turned off because I wasn't touching it. Okay. So let's get into it. We had a break last week because, well, Horikoshi, any manga that goes on break, any that breaks to, console themselves, trying to think and stuff. Well, I mean, not trying to think, but they need some time to rest. They've been drawing and writing this manga week to week. They need a little bit of rest, and sometimes I think that they take breaks because they need rest, and sometimes they might come up with a new idea. Maybe Horikoshi saw something. Like whatever happens in this chapter, he knows, or maybe he's been thinking about what is going to actually happen. After he saw like a movie or something, he was like, you know what? Maybe I can have it play out this way. That's even cooler. He's like, okay, I'm gonna take a break. And I like to think that kind of stuff happens before anime, like when they go on break. But anyway, let's do this. Just a little tangent, not a tangent, a little idea I had in my head. Let me turn my brightness a little bit. I never know, like, I never really know if they can like see the manga in my glasses. I think they can. And I was like, they want to copyright strike me for the glare on my glasses. Like, I need to wear my glasses, right? Like, they can't do that, right? Like, you never know, man. You never know. I always get nervous when I see glare on my glasses. Well, let's get into it. Not bad for making y'all wait. And okay, first panel. Yeah, with the explosion from last week and Stars and Stripes is feeling it. Some text at the top. The battle between Stars and Shigaraki intensifies. Okay. And this chapter is called America. Okay. And it parts the clouds and she gets blown back. His hair suddenly grew. Oh, it grew. Okay, his hair suddenly grew. What's this punk's deal? Yeah, it grew. I thought it was gonna be like crazy. I mean, it was already pretty long when the battle started, but I mean, it still looks long. But he's moving, so I wonder what happened. I understand your new order now. It may be known as the strongest quirk, but there are still limits to it. America's #1 hero, Stars and Stripes, her quirk is kept secretly confidential by the government, okay? Although the details of her quirk are kept tightly under wraps from her public hero work, got my eye. From her public hero work, we have a rough idea of how it works. After touching a target and calling out its name, she can freely impose any rule upon it. Yeah. It can almost, sorry the word's being tired, fantastically, it can almost fantastically power to control others like child's play. It can even be called a quirk in, can it even be called a quirk in the first place? But now after fighting her, I figured out a lot of things. There has to be a limit to how much she can power up and strengthen her body. Yeah, they mentioned that last week. If it were actually limitless, she would be able to kill me with just a touch. It wouldn't make sense for her to hit me with such force. On the other hand, it appears there is no limit to which she can weaken things. So I can think of it like a odometer. Life power. Wait. So let me see. Where she can set the position of sea wishes. Okay. Why couldn't she just set the rule if you are touching the air in the designated area, you would die. So she probably can't set rules if her month is, wait a second, what? So she probably can't set rules if her mouth or month is forced, shut, or against intangible things. Actually, what if she could be, what she could, but the effect was really weak. Then what about the layers in that vacuum? It seems that she has a much greater freedom in setting rules with things that are not biological. Surely that's the essence of New Order. Oh, okay, so it's like about her quirk somewhat. Okay, there's a lot more text. There's a lot more. Okay, um, I noticed this a lot with a lot of powerful, really powerful quirks that they're like they can do all this crazy stuff, but it can't affect organic matter, so humans. Or she can or who was it? It was somebody in Class 1B. I remember the telekinesis girl who looks like who has her hair covered her eyes like Sanji. I remember she can lift, levitate things, like basically telekinesis, but it cannot be heavier than about an average human. So the limitation. There was somebody else in Class 1B that could do something crazy. I forget what it was, but then it was but it can't affect organics matter stuff, so it can't affect humans. I forgot what the quirk was. I was like, oh yeah, of course they gotta set that rule because if they didn't, that power would be crazy. If it could affect people. I forget who quirk it was during the fights. Who was it? I don't know. I forget. I don't wanna. I know y'all. I know y'all here for the chapter. I'll probably look back at it if I got enough time. Double the chapter. I'll probably look up Class 1B because I can't remember who it was. But there's a lot more text here, so let me read that. It's a lot. The difference between setting rules for biological and non-biological targets probably has to do with the whole process of calling his name. I think I understand the reason why the rule imposed on me had no effect. Miss Stars identified me as Shigaraki Tomura and then touched me, but what am I now? It's unclear. Am I Shigaraki Tomura? Am I all for one? Shimura Tinko. I called this. I should have made a video. I literally said last week it's either not going to work because his real name isn't Shigaraki Tomura. That's the name All for One just gave to him, but that's not his legit name. But I was like that's not his legit name. Or it has something to do with All for One having control of the body and that Shigaraki. I was like, it's either one of those two things. I said that last week. Y'all don't believe me, watch that video. I said that. And I was like, I was thinking about making a video. I was like, that's not gonna be a good video. I was like, nah. I knew it, man. I knew it. It had to be one of those. Shimura Tinko. She can impose a rule on animated objects which have an identity by calling out their name, but the object must also recognize himself by that identity. Oh, okay. And for inanimate objects targets, Miss Stars is able to one slightly impose a rule based on her perception of it. Can she really only have two rules active at once? How big is her range? I wonder, can it be amplified to Mon-chan? Okay, Mon-chan too? No. Mon was the name of Shigaraki's dog that he tragically killed. Oh, that was a dog. I was like, who is that? I thought he was trying to say Ancient Makia, but I was like, that doesn't even sound close. It was a dog. Okay, then we cut back to Stars just looking at him, and Shigaraki has a crazy face. I wonder what it can really do. I want to try it out so bad. I just can't wait. Stars and Stripes. I wonder if he's breathing, if he has a breathing apparatus hitting somewhere. Shigaraki? He's pretty healed up. That'll probably be all for one. What do we do now, Star? Neither New Order nor the connected laser beams seem to have any effect on that regeneration freak. He doesn't say anything for a second. Then convey this to Commander Akbar. Hold on a sec. Even though we're already acting out of line, it's a bit too... We have to use it here. That's what the special overdrive order exists for in the first place. Special overdrive order. She also says he's no longer just an enemy of Japan. He's a worldwide threat. I'll make sure to pulverize him in ways that are illegal in Japan. He has to die now. Jeez. Okay. Woo! My boy Shigaraki really made her shook. He's a worldwide threat. Was he be in trouble? I guess not, because he's not from Japan, and she doesn't. Well, she obviously knows that Japan culture, like they don't kill villains, and she's gonna kill him anyway because he's that big of a threat. And they were gonna kill him during the war anyway. 'Cause they were like, he's too like if he gets out, he like they're gonna kill him. So I guess it wouldn't be like he'll still get in trouble. But I don't know. You never know with my hearing. Somebody might find that overly wrong. I found it somewhat wrong. At the same time, during the war, I was like, maybe like they might have to like if he gets away now after just getting all these quirks and stuff, and one for all, I mean all for one, two, and how powerful he was. He was like taking on everybody even without his quirks. And I was like, yo, I was like, they're gonna have to kill him because like you cannot let this dude get away. Like this is the best chance you guys probably have for him just getting out the tube. His like healing factor started to wear down because he was like not perfect. Like I was like, this is like one of your best chances to kill this man because if he gets away, it starts to heal up and gets more powerful. It's over. I was like, maybe. But then we had the whole sequence in the One for All Spirits World. And Deck was like, I'm going to talk to him at least before I try to kill him. I mean, that's a big order to tell a 15-year-old to kill somebody. But let's keep reading. Very next panel, she's like doing this. Like she's winking. Like she like blew a kiss. Anyway, until we get back on the ground, let me use you as a foothold, alright, my brothers. And she did blow a kiss. Good grief. We get one panel of her in regular school attire, not school attire, but in a tank top. She is like ripped. I mean, she is ripped. Starting today, I'll be the one in charge of you guys. Shall we lay our lives on the line together, my brothers? Oh, that's nice. What a handful, this number one hero. Coming through. Move out the way. This is the star's foothold. Understood. Oh boy. Shigaraki, oh boy. Stars, there's nothing we can do with the current information we have about him. We have to engage in counterattack now. The atmosphere sounds solidified to become 1,000 times my size. Hold on, the two fist bump to the earth, and this, I guess the air itself combined, like you just said, 1,000 times my size, and it's basically a giant stars and stripes like cloud air golem just standing there. So it's a giant air golem with stars and stripes, just standing there in the air. That's pretty cool, actually. I like how that looks. That's gonna be cool animated. Shigaraki, I can't see anything, but something strange is. It's a golem. He punches the air, and then the giant air golem. My bad, I'm taking the camera. The giant air golem punches her. She's controlling it. Yo, people were calling this thing a stand. It's kind of okay. Obviously, Jotaro and them don't have to like move for the stand to move, but this is like her own giant stand golem thing. He just punches around Shigaraki, and he can't see it. He can tell something strange is going on. Like I guess he can sense it. But he can't actually see this thing, so that's going to be kind of tough for him. That the fact that he can't actually see it. But he punches Shigaraki. Does it hit? Yeah, it does hit. He punches him. He's starting to fly through the air. Trying to accumulate damage on him is meaningless. Tell me your true name. Why won't you respond to my rules? I guess this is how it's supposed to be from the start. Oh. He claps. Big air gust. I'll crush you to pieces. And it hits Shigaraki. And he's like, ugh. He's hard as heck. My brothers, fire all your lasers at me. At me. Harden and concentrate. What's he gonna do? Yo! That's pretty cool. The lasers onto one beam. Ultra high power unfraction laser. She's holding the laser. Oh, and the thing is, her foothold is inside the air golem. So they all thought that lasers at one continuous point. and the air golem grabbed the laser. Now it's like a giant laser blade for the air golem. Yo, a giant laser blade for the air golem. And oh, oh, it hit him right into the ocean. It's like water, yeah, right into the ocean. Boom, and it's called KeraUNOS. Kuiunus. Canunis. Stabs him, boom, right into the ocean. Um, Sutanen convergent, firing at the high point lasers. He's true. He's sure to burn up soon. Oh, like obviously, like the lasers is pretty high. Oh, so he's like keeping the sword, pushing him down into the ocean, like keeping him in place. He didn't just boom and move. He's like holding the sword down to hold Shigaraki in place. Oh, that's why he said he should burn up soon, because all that heat and stuff on him for a minute, like even that would like disintegrate him. That's to kill somebody that can regenerate and disintegrate him. Smart thinking. Smart thinking. Burn up soon. Not yet. This is just to keep him in place. Oh, okay. If he's defeated by this, then there's no way that Endeavor couldn't have taken him down during the war. Oh, yeah, that's true. Star, Aku Barson. And then we get a panel of somebody in a building looking at a window. I've gotten negligent dealing with your selfishness. However, this time it won't end with just your hero license being revoked. Oh. Do whatever you want. So what about the preparation? Are they done? You only got one shot. Japan has already been contacted. It should be arriving soon. Perfect. You don't abide by any rules. You're selfish and hasty. Yet that is the reason why our country shined. Even All Might couldn't capture this villain. This is your time to surpass him. Oh, we get a real name. Yo, this ad don't keep popping up on my screen. Kathy. Its name is TIA Mat. Make sure to make every single one count. New mobile hypersonic intelligent neutral cruise missiles Timac. Hold nothing back. Absolute destruction awaits. So she's gonna hold Shigaraki down in the ocean with these lasers and then bombard him with all these rocket lasers. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. My goodness. Yo. Okay. I don't think that's gonna take down Shigaraki. Either somebody's coming to. No, I remember he said. I remember Open once said Spinner is gonna be his. I don't think he's gonna do anything that you say. Somebody's gonna come to help Shigaraki. Even if these do hit, he was able to regenerate from a lot, and I mean a lot of damage and different quirk combination attacks. When he was only 75% done, it seems like he's 90-something% done. So even all of this, I don't know. Like all of this might not be enough to kill Shigaraki. It might have to literally be a bit more, but they think like this is like the end all be all, so they might do a thing to where like every missile hits besides one. You know, all that one missile hit could have killed him. I don't know. He might still be able to regenerate from this, maybe. Not like instantly. He might need to take some more time, but he might tank this. Should be pretty well. Or somebody else might come in. Who knows? Yeah, somebody else might come in, and then Endeavor can fight him. Cause like maybe they see the missiles coming to hit Shigaraki or whoever it is. I don't know, maybe Dabi or Dabi or somebody else in the Liberation or League of Villains. Somebody to come to destroy those missiles So don't hit Shigaraki. Then Endeavor can fight whoever that is because Endeavor's on the way with me, so he can make sure that the missile will hit. Or Endeavor could go inside the laser beam and do a. Nah, that'd be kind of dumb. I don't know. That's that giant air golem thing is just so cool. That was pretty cool. Like, that animated, that is gonna be dope. That is gonna be very, very dope. I can't wait for that. I really cannot wait for that. That is going to be dope. And we do see a picture of All Might holding her. Her name is Kathy. Let me see. What was her first name? I mean, not her first name. I was gonna review the beginning because the beginning of the chapter was a huge explosion. She was fine. He was going over what her quirk limits and stuff are, which is still kind of confusing to me after I read this. I'll have to read it again, or just see another video on it that explains it a bit more in detail. But you know, like I said, like with that quirk where she has to touch, like there's somewhat of a limit to what she can actually do. Cause see, I mean, I guess that is true. Like if she really wanted to just kiss Shigaraki and get out of the way, she could have just been like, Shigaraki Tomura, if you touch in the air, you disintegrate. So there is somewhat of a limit with not biological, but both like regular humans and non-humans. So I'm pretty sure maybe she could do that with like a non-human, like a brick. Like you touch in the air, you disintegrate. With humans, there's a bit of a limit, a bit of a limit to it. And if they don't identify by that name that you call them, then the quirk still doesn't work. So I said that last week, so that makes sense. That makes a bit of sense. Okay. And something else. This air golem is so cool, man. So cool. Other than that, somebody's got to come in to help Shigaraki unless he just eats all this. Oops, my bad. I dropped my pick. Unless he just eats all this and just doesn't have any scars or anything. Woo! We need Endeavor. We need Eraserhead. We need him now to stop his quirks, because that is pretty wild. I mean, I also had a theory that Eraserhead can have just black goggles now, because like one of his eyes is gone. I'm guessing it's completely gone. He has like a black eyepiece over. It's not an eye patch, like the eye. It looks like, you know, his regular eye goggles. It's yellow and black. Like the inside of it is black, then it has the yellow like line things on it, and you know the band. It really just looked like they took the yellow off and then just had the black piece and put it on his eye. So I'm like, oh, so just to like keep it consistent, they can just have Endeavor whenever. I mean, I keep saying Endeavor. Whenever they have Eraserhead go out and do hero work again, he can just wear the other black piece and put it on, like connect it. So it's still like the heroes. I mean, not the heroes. The villains still can't tell if his eyes are open or not. Well, I mean they can, because you know his quirk is active, his hair's up. But you know what I mean, like, you know, they can't tell if his eyes are open or not because it's like completely black. You just have it like that. I mean, I guess you could still put the regular yellow thing around it, like still wear the regular goggles. But you know, if you want to switch up his hero's outfit, you just have it just be the black now instead of the yellow and black. I mean, switch it up a little bit. You never know. And then his leg, yeah, his leg could have some whatever type of compartment to it to do something new and cool whenever he kicks and stuff. You never know. But this was a really good chapter. Really good, because I thought, I ain't gonna front, I was kind of nervous. I was a little bit nervous. I didn't know what was going to happen to start after that explosion. But this was really smart and good thinking of her. And this is a pretty good tactic to have him down with all this heat with the laser beam on him. And then they just have all these missiles come and bombard him. And that should probably be enough. And she was smart too. Like, hey, if you just keep him down for a second, or a couple of minutes or something, it should scar him. She was like, nah, like, if that was that easy, Endeavor would have been able to kill him. We're going to need a lot more bringing the heat. bringing the heat. And all these missiles are coming down. So this is pretty cool. I like this. I really like this. I give this a 10 out of 10. Literally a 10 out of 10. But I thank you all for watching. I thank you all out there for being wonderful and beautiful and handsome human beings. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.